Good morning, YouTube. This is Rick from North Augusta, South Carolina, Black Rifle. Today we're here to talk about the Primary Arms Classic Series 1-4x24 second focal plane rifle scope with illuminated duplex dot. It has like the fire dot, so that's I think Leopold has the fire dot. Well, this is similar to that fire dot. Anyway, it's a nice little scope I put on my 1022, and this is it. Comes with flip up caps. This is a nice little scope here. And I like it. This is just because it's a cheap scope, $129.99 MSRP. Then you have shipping and everything. You have a 30mm tube, which is fantastic. I really like the 30mm tube. The adjustments are half MOA. Okay. It's a little long. It's 11.1 inches long. The objective lens is 24mm, but you do have a 30mm tube on there, so you need to get a set of rings for it. Don't go buy an expensive set of rings. You could buy a set of cheap weaver or anything that'll fit on a weaver rail or a Picatinny rail. Putting a cheap set of rings on a El Cheapo scope and a El Cheapo 1022 is kind of stupid. A lot of people spend a lot of money on a scope, actually spend more money on a scope than the gun is worth, or the gun's not capable of what they plan to do with it. So there you go. Inexpensive, budget-minded, standard 1022. As many of you know, I hunt hogs with a 22 long rifle. Many people say, 22 won't kill no hog. Well, I'll put a couple pictures in here at the end of the video of that. Just because it's cheap doesn't mean it's like one of them, people who refer to the scope snobs will browbeat it, but it's a nice bright scope. It really is. It's you got multi-coated lenses. It's waterproof, fog-proof, nitrogen purged. You got a generous eye relief of 3 to 4 inches. The bright dot is illuminated. It's like I said, a second focal plane designed with a duplex reticle, and the little dot there. This is I recommend this for the new shooter. When you have a value or a budget, that's not a euphemism for junk, okay? Democrats use that euphemism, low budget. Usually if they're selling it, it's probably junk. But in this case, Primary Arms, it's not junk. It's pretty good for the budget-minded person that wants a decent scope for his 1022. So I recommend it. The primary arms, classic series 1 to 4x24 second focal plane rifle scope with illuminated duplex dot. There you have it. It's on the Ruger 1022. I recommend you, with your Ruger 1022, if you have a standard barrel, I recommend the 40 grain copper plated bullets. They seem to be the most accurate out of the 22. I especially like the CCI 40 grain Velocitor hollow point. That seems to do well out of this rifle. It's a copper plated bullet. So the copper plate helps with lubing and it helps with lead fouling of the barrel. You know, you're not going to foul up the barrel like you do with bare lead. You don't need to shoot match ammo in a standard barrel. Now, if you get a barrel and you buy one of them aftermarket ER Shaw or one of them high dollar barrels, then by all means go to your match ammo, but you're going to have to clean it because a lot of match ammo is just bare lead. It's not copper plated, so it won't usually bare lead in the 1022 causes problems with feeding, but the copper plate seems to feed well. I haven't had any malfunctions in about 500 rounds of Velocitor in this rifle. So at 50 yards, I have a sub-MOA group. All the bullet holes they touch. So, and that's all you need at 50 yards. You know, it's not much. I'll put a bullet drop chart link to your to the 22 caliber rimfire for you to look at, and write you up a cheat sheet and see how much the bullet drops at from between 50 yards and 75 yards and 100 yards. I doubt you're going to make a shot at 100 yards on anything. I'll get so you can get your scope dope right. I'll include the link for the bullet drop compensation chart on the description there. I'll put a link in there for you. Anyway, this is Rick, Black Rifle. Good morning from South Carolina. Bye-bye.